Good evening, fellow Zodsters. It's me, Sangye Dorji again. So many of you have commented over the months on my Shrine Room project. I reached a major milestone today. It's done, amazingly enough. And I would like to take a moment and show you how everything came out. This, of course, is kind of useless here. It's a traditional Tibetan door curtain. You don't really need them inside a house, but it is good for helping keep the cats out. Somewhat. So let's come on in. This is my shrine room. Figure we'll start right around here and then work our way around. This is probably the least traditional element in my shrine room, the stereo. Seriously, I like to play music when I meditate or play chants when I do my practices. If you look slightly above it, you'll see prayer flags sort of festooned about the room. Next to it is the major point in the room, if you can come over here. This is my shrine. As much as I could, it's a traditional Tibetan shrine. Above it you'll see two tankas. The one on the right is Yamantaka, which is a wrathful emanation of Manjushri Gocha. The other one is Kalachakra, the Wheel of Time. Many of you have heard of it. The Dalai Lama, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, likes to give that empowerment to large groups of people. I received that particular empowerment from His Holiness Penam Rinpoche of the Jonangpa order. It's an empowerment I treasure very much. It was my first highest yoga tantra, and it was also where I got the name Sangye Dorji. Moving around, I'll use my cane to point out some things. This is my electric prayer wheel. It's sort of an interesting combination of old and new technologies. If you can back up a little bit, you can see next to it, this is what is left of the grotto project. It's kind of nice. The towels sort of keep the moisture from getting too much. It's nice. I'm going to take a moment while he's still focused on it and kill the lights just so you can see what it looks like. It's really quite attractive. And it gives me a good place to meditate. Just when I'm doing single-pointed meditation or when I just want to clear my head, I like that a great deal. On the far wall are bookshelves and my TV set. The TV and DVD player are useful for, of all things, yoga practice. It helps me with my sitting. On the very top you'll see a collection of various statues of different emanations of the Buddha, different bodhisattvas. On the far right hand side I have two of my favorite statues, which I'll point out to you. This is a Qing Dynasty Chinese. It's old, but it's not that uncommon. In fact, it's relatively common overseas. You can get them pretty easily, but I'm very fond of it. Again, Yamantaka. This is my oldest single piece. This is a replica of one of the Qingzhao Buddhas. I was very moved when I saw that piece, and when I saw the replica, I simply had to have it. This is a Hindu spirit house. It was at one point in time the center of a previous incarnation of my shrine. Moving around a little bit. I still have some boxes and whatnot to get rid of. Let me sit down on my chair for a moment. This is the only regular chair in the room. It is here so I can have a place to sit and study. It's also here to give me a place to keep my cats in order. This tanka here is a 1000 Dharma Chinrasik tanka. It was actually smuggled out of occupied Tibet. It's been reworked a few times, and it's, to be honest, been worked over a bit, but I'm extremely fond of it. It's probably my rarest piece, as it actually came from Tibet. Well, this is my shrine room. If you can, let me show you something right behind where you're at. This is my cushion, which is where I spend an inordinate amount of time. I have my chud drum, my demaru, bell and doge, and again, this is my shrine room. Oh, goodness. This is Bert the cat. Normally the cats don't like to be in here because I get mad at them when they're in here because they have a tendency to knock things down. But, he's a good cat, generally, and together, Bert and I would like to ask you to be compassionate and to be well, and thank you very much for visiting our shrine room. Goodbye.